Oh, yeah. Yeah, check out this monstrosity. Huh? That's pretty crazy, man. We're going to have to deal with this. And to deal with it, I need to get a lot of mud. And I have a problem. I have some mud. I actually have a decent amount of mud from clearing out that mangrove forest. But if I look at the size of this island, we're on the island of Luminar, by the way. The size of this island is pretty big. And I'm going to have a lot of buildings. And I'm going to run out of mud soon at some point. So we got to deal with that situation first. And if I'm going to make a huge mud farm, well, I might as well make a clay farm too. And I have just the place to do it. So we're leaving Luminar for an episode. We're going to go do some redstone building. Oh, baby. And we're going to a place I have not worked on in a really, really long time. Follow me and let's head to Perseverance. Here in Steelport, there's something I don't know when the last time I showed it is, because I haven't needed it for a really long time, but I actually have a farm inside of these big like wheat silos. This is my what's it called? What do you call these things? What, dripstone? There it is. Dripstone. This is dripstone farm. And like I have a lot, it's been growing here for ages, and I need dripstone for this upcoming mud clay farm, because I actually want to build more than one. I think what I'm going to do is build several, because my thinking is that it takes a while for clay to form. So I'm going to actually build as many as I can fit easily, and I'm going to need all this dripstone just to make sure that I have enough to drain the mud and turn it into clay. Unfortunately, I used to have the very best possible system. I used to have all these masons down to one trade, and then I lost them all in the merging, and now I don't have them anymore. But they all used to be 1 emerald trades for clay, for brick. Oh man, do I miss that trade. 1 emerald for 10 brick, and you could exploit it, and I miss it. I miss it like crazy. Collected a bunch of dripstone, some kelp, glass, some machines, etc., etc., and I have to deal with something else. You know, I don't have a great way into Perseverance. Now, I have a staircase that leads in that's like right over there, but I am pretty sure if my coordinates are right, and they may or may not be, who knows, that this is the way down to Perseverance. So we're going to dig straight down and just kind of see what happened. I think that this is going to get us right into the main city of the ancient city of Perseverance. So, I don't know. Let's find out. Well, I gotta say, I totally nailed it. The coordinates are exactly right. This is the up elevator, the down elevator. I'm gonna have to make this a little bit nicer, but if you check out the down elevator, wow, I'm struggling to speak here. If you check out the down elevator, you are, boom, right inside the ancient city, right actually at the nether portal, which is really, really cool. I kind of forgot that I did this. So I do have, oh, you know what? I think I just broke my ladder. Well, I'll have to make another way up, but there is a way up here, and that was the original nether portal of this place. Because remember, I only recently sort of got away from using nether portals as my main mode of transportation. But yeah, there is up there. I can't get up there right now, but there is a nether portal at the top, but that's okay. We don't need the nether anymore. We have evolved. We've moved beyond using a freaking crappy old nether hub. This is Perseverance, and I am psyched to be here because we're going to build something that I desperately need, and I'm very excited to build, and that is a clay and mud farm. I think I told you that already, but anyway, in case you forgot, you know, we lost Wally the Warden, my old warden that's been here. That's supposed to power this portal and everything. And we lost him whenever I did the merging and stuff, but I thought maybe this would no longer work after the merge, but you know, well, it's weird because there are mobs spawning and there shouldn't really be mobs spawning down here. But let's see. I don't see a warden coming up, so maybe it doesn't work. I really thought it would. Darn it! It doesn't work. I need to get a warden in this cage somehow, and I'm not. Oh, okay, change plans. Run away! Oh, shoot! Oh, baby, he sees me. He's right there, but he's trapped in his cage. Oh, man, I got to name tag that guy. Whether I can resummon. Now that I know he still does resummon, that's awesome. That's amazing. Wow, it's so loud. Holy cow. Man, wardens are freaking creepy. I love this. The Ancient City update is an awesome update. Okay, now I'm going to let him just stay in his cage. I'm going to move away from him, and I'm going to figure out a place where we can build this farm. Now, I remember when I built this entire place, I remember leaving this area for future expansion. And you know, I think future expansion time, well, I think it's now. I think this is the perfect place for a massive clay farm. We can just use up all of this area right here, and I'm very excited. We just gotta get some torches and light this place up. I'm making some decisions about this because, you know, I love that I've really taken pains to keep this ancient city looking as intended, but also I need room. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what, you know, I have this whole big ancient city that I've rehabbed it. Like I've made it look sort of like it used to back in the day, but then I have this area right here. This is a dilapidated walkway. I think I'm just going to get rid of this. I kind of hate to do it, but I'm going to save all the skull because who knows? You know, we might end up using it. Oh my goodness, I'm going to need shears. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to keep this skull and take down this whole walkway and just make this be room. I do have this little like manual bamboo farm here. I think the perfect place for a clay farm is kind of right where this walkway is. So let's get rid of it and then I'll make it look like it's ancient, right? It'll look cool. It'll look really cool. But this has got to go. I've been doing some grind and I am in a pretty good place now. I just tested it out and the mud/clay farm is working. All you gotta do is you just stick here, you stick wood right here. Now this is a little bit manual. I mean, obviously I have to place the dirt, but also in addition to placing the dirt, I actually have to refill the water bottles myself, but that's not a big deal. You know, whenever this fills up, you just replace the water from basically this chest up to that chest. Yeah, and that'll be enough. Basically, I will figure out how many bottles I need to do all of the dirt in this place. The problem is, I have two problems. First, I want more. I want probably 2 more mud farms because this takes a while to turn into clay. And secondly, I want to have more dirt, neither of which I have because I have a silk touch shovel. So I need to get a non-silk touch shovel so I can actually remove all this grass and get a bunch more actually dirt and not grass for this farm. Okay, yeah, let's see. Endless grind over. So much work. Okay, so look at this. Check this out. I got 3 clay farms now, all set up, completely automatic, and 1 mud farm. This one does not have dripstone underneath, just so I can make mud if I want to make more for like builds, because you don't need to wait for this, obviously, so I can just make it, harvest it, etc. It's a little bit of a drag because basically I guess I need to put more water because slightly more than 1 stack. This is whatever. I run out of water bottles before 1 stack, so then I have to go in and manually splash a few. So it's not absolutely perfect, but it's pretty darn good. And if I get a few dirt left that don't get turned into mud, that's okay. You just throw them back in the system and do it again. So not really a big deal, but I have this done now, and this is the guts of it. And, you know, guts are blah, whatever, but I do want to make it a little bit better and make it look a little bit nicer so it's not just, you know, well, here, let's go get a bird's eye view. Yeah, you know, like, it's fine. It's very functional, but I'd like to make this into some sort of build that fits in with the ancient city aesthetic. So let's figure out what we're going to make this look like. I don't really know. I'd like to definitely use soul sand flames. I think that stuff looks really... Is this soul sand or soul soil or what is this stuff called on fire? Soul soil, I guess? I kind of forgot that actually just burned forever. So maybe that, maybe some campfires. Does this really burn forever normally? That's weird. I completely forgot that. Anyway, we'll put in like a sort of like walking paths in between and throw up some walls and figure out, I don't know if I would want to go all the way up to the roof or how exactly to do it. I kind of like to base it on, there's like this wall that goes around the portal, and it looks like maybe I use dark oak. So I think I'll need some dark oak too as like the wood type down here. I don't remember why exactly I picked dark oak, but yeah, some dark oak, and then I think we can figure something nice out. You may not even recognize this room, but check it out. It's the beginnings of my kind of furnished clay farm. I think it's nice. Lantern overkill, but I really don't want mobs spawning here because I might AFK here, and I really don't want to have doors. So, you know. I am going to put up some fences with some gates to just help possibly protect me from if I do AFK here while I'm waiting for like clay to form or whatever. I just feel like maybe we should do that. So regardless, I am going to do more decorating here by one of these cross beams going across the top, just to keep the deep slate sort of idea. And in the outside we have this, and I think bringing in the dark oak really helps. I actually have to go cut down a little bit more dark oak because I'm just about out. But luckily I have this little mini dark oak farm that I actually kind of forgot about right here, so I'm gonna get these guys going. There you go. I forgot vines form on these. Wasn't that cool? Anyway, I'm going to continue working on this a little bit more, but I think we're getting close to calling this one done. I want to put a little bit more of a decoration up on the top. I'm kind of thinking about borrowing kind of like what I did up here, like a little bit of a walkway around the top, but keeping it open because I do want to see that you're in a cave and not in a closed-up building. I just think that would look nicer. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with this little project. We have a functional, three functional clay farms and one functional mud farm. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it fits in perfectly with what I've done here. It's not reinventing the wheel per se, but it's expanded perseverance, and I'm happy about that for sure. And you walk in here, not a lot to see. I got my clay farms. I'm going to harvest them one more time before I go and take all the clay back with me. I don't need it again yet, but I will soon for an upcoming project, so what the heck. But listen, I just got done writing the lore segment for this episode, and you don't want to miss it. I know I say it every time, but this lore segment is massive for what's coming. So, without further ado, let's get Agent Skeens' latest log. I found something concerning. Well, I should explain. I was working in the ancient city of Perseverance and clearing a very old section of the city for our new clay and mud farm we'll be needing a lot for the castle of the Luminar project. And I smashed through a wall only to find this old scroll. Well, I should say, it's not exactly ancient. It seems to be from when Steve Teppick did the spell to bring Edwin backward in time to our present day. Looks like everything wasn't quite as it seemed. I'm going to read the scroll in its entirety to log it, and when everyone comes back from the void, they're going to want to get caught up quickly. The seventh scriptum. Let this be the final writing, set down for the one who will seek truth after flame and frost. If the mirror is lit, then time has folded. If this scroll is read, then fate has returned to its tether. We were 7 in number, but only one bore the mark. Time itself sat among us, silent, nameless, and unblinking. The gate we could not open, save by another hand, one unburdened by knowing, but tethered to purpose. So we whispered to him, the Builder King. We gave him stones and names and shapes of power. We told him it was to stabilize the mirror. We lied not, but we told only a shard of the truth. For the mirror could not be completed without the soul of fire, and the soul of fire dwelt not in this age. He had to return, the one who had walked the frozen fire fields, the one who had studied under the stars long extinguished. We saw him. We saw his coming in a dream and ruin. And so, upon the 1700th day, the builder cast the circle. The warden moaned, the deep sang, and the spell tore open. Edwin came through, the oracle was made flesh, but time did not close cleanly. The wound festered, a residue formed, a voice without anchor. Alia. We could not stop her, nor did we try. We believed she would fade. She did not. If the mirror hears echoes now, if it flickers, if dreams twist, then she is awake. She is not the oracle, she is not Edwin, she is the cry between their becoming, and she remembers every world that failed. To the seeker who finds this, do not judge the Builder King. He acted in hope as we did. The gate he cast was not error but inevitability, yet all gates require cost. If you would complete the mirror, first descend, bind her or listen, but do not ignore her, lest all mirrors crack and no world return.